Halloween at Merryvale by Alice Hale Burnett. Chapter 4. The Candy Pull. "Don't you think that candy's cold by this time?" whispered Fat to Toad. "Let's find out," suggested Toad, and the two boys walked over to the table where the pans had been placed to cool. Very gently placing his fingertips upon the candy, Fat exclaimed, "Oh, it's just right, plenty cool enough to pull." "Hey, come on, everybody," shouted Toad. "The candy's ready." "I'll get some butter," offered Chuck, running off to the kitchen, saying as he went, "Wait until it comes. It keeps the candy from sticking." When he returned, the boys all greased their fingers well with the butter and set to work pulling the taffy. "Let's see which one can make his the lightest," suggested Lynn. "I used to be pretty good at this work when I was young," he laughed. "Well, Grandpa, I'll beat you this time," boasted Toad. "Won't somebody help me out of this?" wailed Herbie, holding out before him two very sticky hands. He had been so anxious to commence pulling his taffy that he had not waited for the butter. "You're a sad-looking sight," laughed Fat. "Why didn't you wait to see how I did it?" he chuckled. "You'd better go and wash it off," suggested Father, "and make a fresh start, for there's plenty of taffy." Herbie took his advice. "Reddy, what was that the teacher said in school the other day about too much candy being bad for little boys?" inquired Chuck from his corner by the fireplace, at which Reddy laughed. "Come on," he said, "let's see whose taffy's the lightest." "Yes, everyone hold out his piece," proposed Lynn. "Oh, yours is," admitted Toad as he saw Lynn's cream-colored taffy. "Looks like a lock of Mary Lee's hair," observed Herbie, glancing at Lynn's piece. "You're always talking about her," teased Fat. "Am not," denied Herbie stoutly, his face turning red. "Oh, look at the little dear blush," cried Toad in great glee, just dodging the sofa pillow aimed at his head by Herbie. Hopi leaned back comfortably against the side of the fireplace and heaved a sigh of contentment. "Got a tummy ache?" asked Reddy. "Nope, just enjoying myself," was the answer as he took another bite from his piece of taffy. "What'll we do next?" inquired Chuck, turning to Father Brown. "I'm expecting a witch at 9 o'clock to tell fortunes," was the reply. "I hope she doesn't disappoint us." "A witch!" shrieked Fat in a high, thin voice, making believe to be very much alarmed. "I hope she won't change me into a snake." "Oh, you'd make a better turtle. You're so fond of walking slow," laughed Lynn. "She'll turn Herbie into a sleeping prince, and Mary Lee will be the princess who kisses him and wakes him up," said Chuck teasingly, which all the boys roared with laughter. As Herbie started off after Chuck, a merry chase followed, which the other boys enjoyed, at the time holding Chuck until Herbie was almost upon him, and then letting him go, only to catch Herbie and hold him in turn. Suddenly, in the midst of the uproar, came a sharp rap on the door. 1, 2, 3. "Hush," whispered Chuck. "It's the witch."